it's me back again with another big scarf. Hello everybody, it's Kristen here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to bring you guys my January wrap-up. In the month of January, I read a total of 3 books. As I do in my wrap-up videos, I am going to go through the books briefly, tell you what I rated it, and then go into more detail later on. The first book I read in the month of January was Eldest by Christopher Paolini. This is book 2 in the Inheritance Cycle series, and I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was The Silver Chair, which I forget what number it is in the Chronicles of Narnia. I gave that book 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Horse and His Boy, which I don't know what book that is in the series either. And I gave that book, I think, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now we are just going to get into the books, and I will give a little bit more detail about what I thought, why I rated it, what I did. So the first book I will talk about is Eldest. So this book is part of the Inheritance Cycle series, which is based around dragons, which you can see on the cover, and their riders. This series follows a young boy named Eragon, or kind of teenager, I guess, and his journey of becoming a rider and kind of the turmoil and war and conflict that is in the land of Allegasia. The first book was really, really good, Eragon, because, you know, you follow Eragon becoming a rider and his journey kind of across the country of Allegasia to go find the good guys, basically, to join the good team against the bad team. This book was really good because I like adventure stories. And this one was basically a super, super prolonged adventure story. Really. It wasn't even that adventurous. This book is like 1,000 pages. I think it's 999, so like 1 page short of 1,000. And there was not much happening the whole book. It was so long for something that could have been put into like 500 pages, honestly. Like you could, yeah, that's my opinion. I mean, when you're writing it, it's probably very different. But there was so much, like, I woke up, I did this, I went to bed. I woke up, I repeated the same process, and I went to bed. I understand you need the development of the characters, and you need to learn history of the riders, and you kind of put puzzle pieces together, and it kind of went on for a long time. I did like the development of the characters, and in this book we had multiple POVs, which was really nice. Basically, this whole book was preparation for war, and having like 1,000 pages of preparation is too much. I like the development of the characters. It was just a really long book. So that's why I rated this one 3 out of 5 stars. Within the last kind of 100 pages, you know, you kind of have the conflict now coming to head. You now have like secrets and mysteries being revealed and everything. So that was kind of interesting, but I actually felt like there was better action in Eragon than in Eldest. Like even in the action scenes here, it was like very short. I struggled through this book. I will continue on with the third book, Brissinger, but I'm just saying how I am a little hesitant to continue on because of how slow it was. So if you have read Brissinger, or if you've read this whole series, does it get better? Does it pick up pace? Or no? I don't want to hear you say no. That is the first book I read. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. Definitely suits a younger crowd. I would say young boys would really, really enjoy this series. Young girls too, but I would say more so young boys, because Eragon's development as a character is, you know, he starts to grow a beard and he starts to build muscle and he likes a girl and kind of very boy focused, which it was written by a teenage boy. So not to say it wasn't good, but it wasn't great. And then, like I said, I read 2 of the Chronicles of Narnia. I read The Silver Chair, and then I read The Horse and His Boy. With The Silver Chair, I really liked the story in that one because it was full of adventure. You had 2 main characters. It was Eustace, I believe, and Jill. They basically kind of had to go rescue the prince in Narnia. You had great adventure in that whole book. It was really fun. You had giants, big creatures, you had eagles flying, travel, all that kind of fun stuff that adventure stories have. I really enjoyed that one. I have read it, have listened to it on audiobook, and it was really enjoyable. And I think I gave that one 4 out of 5 stars. And then the next book I read in the Chronicles of Narnia was The Horse and His Boy. It focuses around a main character. I can't remember his name. Shasta. Yes. Basically, he is a young boy who lives kind of in this poor seaside town with a father who is not really loving at all. Kind of just forces him to work a lot. Along comes this great leader or warrior from a different country, and he stays overnight at Shasta's house. And this man has a talking horse. They both decide to leave and travel to Narnia. That is the adventure story. You get introduced to different characters as you go through and the adventures that they have to go through. And honestly, my favorite thing about the Chronicles of Narnia is the adventure that the characters go through and kind of the traveling across the country and all the characters you meet. So it's really fun books. They are definitely children's books. You can tell it's an older series just with the way it's written, but if you're okay with that, you will thoroughly enjoy that series. So I am 2 books away from finishing all of the Chronicles of Narnia, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I will continue on. I don't know how many I'll read in February. We shall see what happens. I've said this before, but I highly suggest listening to the audiobooks for the Chronicles of Narnia because it's full of adventure, super engaging, and I'm really enjoying reading and listening at the same time. So that is all the books I read in the month of January. It was an okay reading month. I kind of trudged through a little bit of stuff, but it was, you know, I'm trying to make it no pressure on myself, just kind of read what I can when I can. Let me know what your favorite book you read in the month of January was. Did you start the new year off well with a really good read, or was it not such a great reading month? Let me know down below. We can talk about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Give this video a big thumbs up. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!